Good evening, dreamers. I hope you chose to have a spectacular day. My name's Camille, and guys, let's get down to the real deal. I'm sure you realize today I use the word chose instead of my normal greeting. I think that's because one of the things that I'm going to start doing is taking the show into the direction of more of a positive sort of thing. And one of the things that I really want to reinforce and drive home with everybody, myself included, especially myself, is to have a more positive outlook on your circumstance, regardless of what the contributing factors are. For example, if I got up late today and I wasn't able to do everything that I wanted to do, or went to work unprepared, I didn't have everything that I wanted or needed, and I felt like I was kind of playing catch up all day. Instead of just moping about and being upset and having that affect my whole day, I'm going to choose, you know what, today is going to be spectacular anyhow. Today is going to be wonderful regardless of what the contributing factors of my circumstance are, because I realize that if I make that choice, then I have the opportunity to change my circumstance. As they say, if you, I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now, but basically, if you look at it this way, then it's going to become that way. There's a phrase that goes with that somewhere. I don't remember exactly. There's probably dozens of them. But the idea is, by making that choice, then you are choosing what your future is going to be. So instead of just saying, well, we got a late alarm, you woke up late today, and you didn't get in the car on time, so then you got stuck in more traffic than usual, and you got into the office late, and then the boss is on you because you're behind on this deadline, and then you had to work through lunch to try to make up some time, and then you still ended up working late, and then you end up having to be stuck in traffic for an hour and a half, and now you can't stop for dinner, but you don't have nothing for dinner, so you got to figure out what you're going to do to make sure everybody's fed, and now so by the time you get to the end of that day, your whole outlook is just terrible, because you let one thing, you woke up 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late, you let that affect your whole day. And so the whole day, you're dragging and rushing. And by the time you get to the end of it, you know, and so much dragging and so much rushing that you're just exhausted. And now, that's not the way that you want to remember your day, if you remember it at all. You know, realistically, you're not going to remember. So really, what you're doing is you're making this big deal out of a bunch of stuff that's not going to matter in 24 hours. And if it does matter in 24 hours, it's not going to matter in a week. It's not going to matter in a month. It's certainly not going to matter in a year. This day that you thought was so horrible, somebody's going to talk to you about it in 3 months, and you're going to be like, what? And unless something incredibly significant happened, i.e., you ended up having to total your car out because your car broke down and, you know, it didn't work at all after that day. Or if, you know, a family member passed away, or if something like that happened, you know, yes, you're going to remember that day, most likely. But you're not going to remember the day that you forgot to feed your cat before work, and the cat ended up eating several things out of the trash. You're not going to remember the day that you stepped on a rock as soon as you walked out your front door. You're not going to remember the day that you got a toothpick caught in your hand. Oh, you probably wouldn't remember. Actually, that's probably basic. That was a bad example. But hey, you know what? We're gonna keep that in there because another thing that I've learned, I decided this weekend actually that I'm probably not going to do too much editing on the videos. When I get more comfortable with the idea, I'm probably gonna make a little something as like an intro to the individual video, and then I'll probably come up with a song or a jingle or a rhyme or something, and then have that be like the intro, the title intro, and then go into the actual subject matter of the video. But I think I'm going to keep this raw kind of feed as the main idea of the video, because I realized that this is more authentic, this is more real, and whether or not it actually, you know, gets big and people really enjoy it, I like the idea of being able to be myself on camera and not have to paint up this falsehood, this picture of who I think people want to see, and instead I can just be me. And I'll be honest, sometimes I come up with bad examples when I'm thinking. I ramble a lot. I just get to talking and I go on for hours at a time sometimes. Sometimes I get in the middle of one topic and lose my total train of thought. And guys, that's what this is all about. You know, sometimes when you're going after your dream, it doesn't turn out exactly how you planned, but that doesn't make it any less perfect. It's not perfect in the traditional sense of flawless, but it's perfect in that it is exactly what it needed to be. Purpose is not so straightforward. A lot of times what you believe your purpose is and what your purpose actually is are not the same animal. And more often than not, what that means is that you get a chance to see really what you were meant to be when you stop trying to put all the pretty colors and nice feathery fluff, and you know, when you don't spend so much time trying to primp up and make everything seem something different than what it is, you get to see how beautiful things really are. And I think that was what made me decide that this is how I want it to be. I want it to be real. I want it to be me. And for myself, I want to choose from now on that every day is going to be spectacular. And I hope you'll do the same. Guys, we're going to end today's show on that note. Thank you very much for your view. Remember, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, if you like what I'm doing here and you want to see more of me, hit the subscribe. Otherwise, that's going to be the end of today. Thank you. My name's Camille. This has been The Real Deal. I'm hoping you feel me, and I'll see you next time we can chill. Good night.